Hello world, this is Wolfstar Games, and welcome back to more Robotics Notes Elite. Last time, we took things down a notch a little bit. Things calmed down after what happened at the expo. But we have a new problem, apparently. It's like with IRUO. It's like IRUO's lie, I like to call it. And seeing that Kimijima created IRUO, I now have my sights set on him more than anyone. So that's where I am at right now. And last we left off, we switched back over to Akiho. I really wonder what's going through her mind right now, especially considering what Misa-ne did. So, I guess we'll probably get some of her thought process of what happened. I assume so anyway. I guess we'll see. Before we do get into things here, I do have a quick question that I want to ask. With everything that's going on, we're, really ramping things up here towards the end of the game. So I'm wondering how much of the game is left, like how many hours, like how many more episodes would it take for me to get to the end of the game? I'm wondering this so I can pace things out accordingly. So if anyone can answer me that would be much appreciated. As I sit on the ground, clutching my knees, my butt gets cold. The inside of the expo arena had AC, but due to all the body heat coming off of the guests, it wasn't that cool. I've only just realized it for the first time since coming here. Tokyo is a cold, cold place. I haven't been able to stop trembling for a while. Oh. But is that really because I'm actually cold? I'd say it's more than that. Or is it because of what happened? I'd say more because of that. It doesn't really matter. I try to brush off my doubt by holding onto my body. I really feel bad for Akiho. I should have brought a pocket heater or something. All our time was spent in the hotel and expo arena, so I'm not even wearing a proper jacket. My outfit's fine for Tanegashima, but it's way too light for Tokyo in February. Is it? I can tell by looking at the people around me. Unlike me, they're pretty bundled up. Well, I guess since she lives on an island, I guess that makes sense. None of the girls have their legs exposed. But she does because she's wearing shorts. The only warm thing I have on me is the little darkened fink in my hand. Is that the same one that hangs from her fanny pack? Misa made it for me 10 years ago. It's one of my friends. Aw, that's so sweet. Holding it makes me feel a little at ease, but the peace of mind is temporary at best. Suddenly, I remember the warmth of my sister's hand when she would hold mine. Whoa. After the MF Anemone incident, when I woke up from a 3-day-long coma. It was 3 days long that she was completely out. I can't remember. Did we get this piece of information before? Misa was there with me.
Aki,
Oh. It's like tears streaming down her face. When she realized I had woken up, tears started falling from her eyes and onto my cheeks. Happy tears. At least that's better than sad tears. I can still remember how hot those tears were.
もうずっと目を覚ましてくれないかと思っていたわ。よかった。お姉ちゃん。辛かったよね。よく頑張ったわね。
Especially with how young she was at the time. Yeah, it's like she really did stay strong throughout all that, didn't she? Same with Kaito.
ね、実はあんまりよく覚えてない。そうなのね。そうなるわよね。意識なかったんだから。
Yeah.
でも、秋のいない3日間は、私にとっては、寂しくて、世界から色がなくなってしまったんじゃないかって思えたくらいだったのよ。
Oh. It's like she really does care about her sister. Definitely. It's like even though that we're getting towards the end of the game, Misa-ne's life is still a bit of a mystery. It's like, how did she go from, this Misa-ne to the Misa-ne she is now? Mom later informed me that Misa sat by my side the entire time, holding my hand tightly and talking to me. Kai was also unconscious the whole time, which means she left him alone. I kind of feel bad about that. Granted, he wasn't all alone. His mom and dad were there with him.
秋が目を覚まさなかったなら、私は一生でもここであなたの手を握り続けていたわ。ありがとう。目覚めてくれてありがとう、秋。私はあなたのことが大好きよ。
Hearing those words from Misa made me happier than I could put into words. I can't remember a time that I was more happy to have her as my older sister. Aww.
うちもお姉ちゃんのこと大好き。
But in retrospect, I think that was the turning point. After that incident, Misa began to grow distant. Why though? Why? While at home, she was always on edge. She had an aura that made it hard to talk to her.
秋は何をやっても平凡止まりなのよ。
Those were the words Misa left me with before she left the island. Yeah, we got this before, right? But why did she say that exactly? Why were those the words that Misa-ne last told her in person?
秋、 大きくなったわね。
Her smile was the same, or at least it should have been. It wasn't all entirely the same.
アキ、
Her gentle demeanor hadn't changed at all, or at least it shouldn't have, but it did.
ロケットの打ち上げはまだ？
I thought it'd be like we were never apart, that we'd chat for hours and hours. That's what should have happened. I'd finally caught up to Misa. I finally fulfilled my dream. I expected her to praise me for all my hard work. I'm not amazing like my sister. It's like this self-deprecating attitude of hers right now is not helping her. But as an ordinary person, I thought I could hold my head up high and proudly proclaim that I gave it my all. I thought I'd be able to say at least that much. But right before my very eyes, Misa... she... took gun build too.
わかんない。もうわかんないよ。
It was always me trying to get in touch with her. She never answered me, never replied, never came back to the island to visit. Apparently she stayed in touch with Mizuka-san. But me? She was avoiding me. But why? I must have been nothing but a bother to her. I sincerely hope that's not the case. I want it to be that that's not the case. I relied too much on her, and now she's done with me. This must all be my fault for getting too excited about our reunion. Nothing is Akiho's fault. Nothing. Who wants a dumb, overly excited little sister like me, right? I'm just in the way. You're not, Akiho. Ugh. This is just painful to read. And on top of that, I did it right before her important demonstration in front of a huge audience. It only makes sense that she'd abandoned me for not being able to read the room. It's natural. My vision goes blurry. I wipe away the tears welling up with my hands. I'm tired of everything. No matter how much I spin my wheels and single-mindedly charge forward, I understand now that it's all for nothing. I'm done. Done with making calls that'll never be answered. Done with sending messages that'll never get replies. So she's gonna completely cut herself off from Misa-ne. That's gonna just make things worse for her, I feel. Done with admiring my cool and kind big sister that everyone called a prodigy. I'm done with it all. Every time. I was so nervous when I tried to call Misa. I'd struggle with it for minutes, hours, before finally getting the courage to hit the button. I'd call even though deep inside I was hoping she wouldn't answer. She was hoping that she wouldn't answer? Why was she hoping that? And yet, when she really didn't answer, I'd feel like crying anyway. Oh. All alone, I repeated this process for 7 years after she left the island.
バカみたい。
You're not an idiot, Akiho. You're not a baka.
本当にバカみたいだよ。
She was just avoiding me the whole time. Misa never saw me as anything but a pain in her butt. I don't think that's entirely true. All the tears I've been holding back threatened to come bursting out. I raised my head to try and hold them back. I look around. Candy-san is standing nearby, furiously operating his phone droid with his big hands. Looking through IRUO, is he? Kai. Hey, where are you? Yeah, where exactly did he go? I mean, we know he went back inside the building where the expo was, but it's like, where else is he gonna go anywhere else? It's like, what is his goal here? No matter how much I search, I can't find him. My childhood friend, the boy that I love so much. Oh. He released his hands from mine earlier, but where did he go?
カイ、早く帰ってきて。
I wonder what Kai thinks of me. When the robot club was disbanded, he made that promise to me. He did. Is it okay for me to believe him? Yes. Yes, it is.
動くな。
Ugh. That was a little heavy. Almost a little too heavy. Alright, so Kaito's still in here. So, Sawada is still alive? He's not dead? The gun I point at Sawada is trembling pathetically. A little nervous, are we? I'm normally completely calm and composed when I play Kill Ballad online, but this is clearly different. But this is a completely different story. I can feel the gun in my hands. Its weight. It looks just like a toy, but it's quite heavy. Shit, if I give him an opening, I'm asking for it. Just thinking that is enough to make me feel anxious.
君か。
Well, thank you. It's just you. That seems like appropriate voice. Oh, it's just you. It's like, even though he's injured, he's still being pedantic, I guess is the word I want to use for him to describe him. Sawada says against the wall, making no attempt to move. Even with a gun pointed at him, he shows no intent to flee. Well, his leg is injured.
怪我してたんだね。
His left leg is covered in blood. The blood is soaked into his suit, darkening it.
瀬宮が派手にやらかしてくれたおかげでな。
So she is going rogue? I wasn't entirely sure if she was or not. But if Sawada is saying that she's going wild, I can only assume that she is going rogue?
だから、そんなもの構えなくていい。
I don't. Just as a safeguard, though. I feel like I need to. Right, Kaito?
元から君に危害を加えるつもりもない。
You didn't. Then who are you planning on hurting? Misa-ne? I slowly lower the gun. That could be all the opening he needs. As I go to put it back into my pocket...
安全装置をしておけ。暴発しても知らないぞ。
The safety? I guess Kaito doesn't know guns as well as he thought? I look at the gun and find something that resembles a switch, but I'm unsure. I shoot Sawada a look. He gently nods, so I flip the switch to on and stuff the gun back into my pocket.
救急車は来ないから怪我の治療はできないよ。悪いけど。
気にしなくていい。一応応急処置は自分でした。と言っても血を止めただけだが。
Oh. He treated himself. Okay. Despite being injured, Sawada is oddly calm. Maybe a little too calm? Man, this guy has no weaknesses. That's kind of irritating, but whatever. I glance at the devices on the floor nearby. As far as I can tell, they're metal boxes. What exactly are these? I mean, they... Wait, what is that? N4? I mean, it looks like an N and then the Roman numeral for 4. What are these exactly? I'm not entirely sure. Each is about the same size as a thick dictionary. The letters NIV are written on the surfaces. Is that how it's supposed to be written out? Just NIV and not N4? There are 4 of them strewn about, 3 of which have been dismantled with the circuit boards and cords removed. For what purpose?
これは
Please tell me.
沈黙の兵器。
We got this before, very briefly. What exactly is this? Weapon of silence, exactly.
魔法の正体というところだ。
Magic.
どういう意味？
君は種子島に住んでるんだろう。そして君島レポートを集め世界中に拡散した。
How exactly does he know that Kaito is the one who found the Kimijima reports? Have they been tracking him or something? Or is it something else?
それならわかるはずだが。
I can't help but swallow my breath.
なんで俺が拡散したって知ってるわけ？ネット上でもまだ特定されてないはずなのに。
君についてはロボワンで初めて見た時からずっと監視をつけていた。
Okay, he has been tracking him in some manner. Ever since Robo 1. I mean, I remember after the Robo 1 event, we had gotten a little scene with Misa-ne, and he was kind of in the background. And with him talking to Misa-ne. So, ever since that, it's like, exactly how has he been monitoring us, though? Like, through his phone droid? Or through some other means?
何のために？
被験者の追加調査といったところだ。
Test subjects. Test subjects? Wait. The MF Anemone incident, was that part of some kind of test? Are Akiho and Kaito test subjects from that incident? As usual, I can't follow what he's saying. But despite my own confusion, I can't let a certain set of words slip by unnoticed. Yeah, same.
俺が被験者だっていうの？あんた、俺に何を？
私は何もしていない。何もな。
Not directly, maybe, but indirectly, I guess he has?
じゃあ、
電磁波照射だ。
は？
君は電磁波照射実験に巻き込まれたことがある。そのことを言っている。
Electromagnetic irradiation experiment. Was that the MF Anemone incident? Then it suddenly hits me. In my 18 years of life, there's only one event that could fit that description.
アネモネ号。
It is.
その時に使われたものと同じだ。そこに転がっている装置はな。
What exactly did they do, though? It's like, how did they inflict such an odd and mysterious, like, kind of hidden power? And why is it that between Akio and Kaito, that they're so drastically different? I mean, Akiho, it's a fast forward, and for Kaito, it's a slow-mo. So explain that to me, Sawada.
この会場内にいくつも仕掛けられていた。おそらくここだけではない。お台場のあちこちに密かに設置されているんだろう。
待った！ちょっと待った！何いきなりさらっとすごいこと暴露しちゃってるわけ？電磁波照射実験ってなんだよ？それで何が起きるんだよ？お台場にいっぱいあるって何がどうなって？
魔法だよ。
Magic. what means do you exactly mean magic, Sawada?
君は見ていないのか？海から生えたあの巨大な塔を。
No, I saw it.
グランドオベリスクのこと。
お台場にいる人間は全員あれを肉眼で視認しているが、惑わされるな。あれは幻影だ。肉眼で見える AR のようなものだ。
It is only an illusion. Alright, so how does an illusion shoot the sun? I mean, that's what we got from the Gunvarel leak, so...
な、
むしろそう思わなかったことが不思議だな、私は。あの規模の建物をほんの数時間で建てたとでも。
No, I don't. It's as though he's reading my mind. He's right that I had questions about that. But I didn't dig deeper. I didn't even try to.
だけどみんながみんな同じ幻覚を見てるなんてありえるわけ。
And seeing that it's an illusion that can be seen by the naked eye, it's as if Sawada is like some like David Copperfield type of guy or something, or the Committee of 300 in Tavistock is, I should say. It's like how are they able to make that happen?
そのための装置だ。
It's the devices that created it. Okay. Sawada glances over at the boxes on the floor.
電磁波を照射して集団に幻覚を見せる装置。
Very interesting. That would also explain why through IRUO the world around us looks like a war zone. Something like that was written in the Kimijima reports. He said that the Tavistock Institute was doing research into the tech.
でもハネモネ号じゃ俺は幻覚なんて見てない。それどころか変な発作の後遺症ができただけだ。
Yeah, I mean, how is it that these electromagnetic irradiation left him and Akio with these weird attacks, as he puts it? I mean, it's like giving someone a disease.
10年前、その装置のデータは一度失われたと聞いている。
How are they lost?
渋谷地震の時にな。
Shibuya earthquake.
故にアネモネ号の時は未完成状態で実験をしていた可能性が高い。
俺やアキちゃんは人体実験の実験台にされたってことかよ。
As well as everyone else on the MF Anemone, right? Or were a few select people chosen?
最初からそう言っている。
あんたが
勘違いするな。 その実験を行ったのは私ではないとすでに言った。
You didn't, but someone else did. I hold back my urge to shout out in rage.
あんたは300人委員会の人間じゃないの？
私のことをどこまで知っている？
I mean, we know enough. He answered my question with a question. That would be a little frustrating.
あんたの父親が旅ストックの特別顧問だってことぐらいは。
そうか。
Is that all you have to say for yourself? Sawada makes what sounds like a self-deprecating laugh before shooting a sharp look at me. Then, without answering my question,
ヒドゥンハンド。
of course, he would also know the password. His whisper sends a chill down my spine. That word again.
神の見えざる手。
Huh. I thought that password had to have some meaning behind the name of it. And I guess this is the meaning behind the name. The invisible hand of God? That's a little unsettling, if you ask me.
そしてカゴメカゴメ。
And Kagome Kagome, okay.
どちらもイルミナティに関係したキーワードだ。気づいていたか？
I mean, we kind of came to a conclusion that might be the case. I mean, we talked about the Illuminati quite a while back.
イルミナティ。
200年以上も前に存在していた秘密結社にして300人委員会の元にある者たちだよ。
The Illuminati works for the Committee of 300. So the Committee of 300 is a larger organization than the Illuminati? Is that what you're saying, Sawada? Seriously?
カゴメカゴメはダビデの星を暗喩すると言われている。
A metaphor. I mean, we talked about the Star of David, but I don't remember them saying that Kagome Kagome is a metaphor for the Star of David. I don't remember that.
いや、だってカゴメカゴメって日本の童謡だよ。
But now it's been used for a more, like, sinister purpose.
200年以上も前と言ったぞ。
Okay, so Kagome Kagome is more than 200 years old?
300人委員会もイルミナティもその設立は1700年代だ。日本は当時まだ江戸時代中期だよ。見えざる支配者たちならば当時黄金鏡と言われたこの極東の地にもその触手を伸ばしていたとして何ら不思議はないだろう。
じゃあ一斉にみんなのポケコンでカゴメカゴメが鳴り出すのも300人委員会の仕業ってわけ？
実験開始の合図というのが今のところの私の予想だ。
It's a signal to start an experiment. So every time we've heard at play, an experiment is being conducted. Okay.
実験
He said that word again.
私たちは今、地球規模で捏造された現実を見せられている。
Wait, if an experiment is conducted when Kagame plays out, how does that explain Mizuka's death? Because it played just right before she died of her hug going haywire. So was it that the hug being being experimented with, and that just kind of caused a domino effect to Mizuka's death? Oh boy. It's like things are coming together here. It's like all the pieces of the puzzle are really fitting into place, but there's still some questions here. So, oh man. It's like truth is coming to light here.
プロパガンダと言い換えることもできる。より強力な、洗脳どころか現実をもねじ曲げるレベルのものだが。
Bending reality. What is this, Inception?
今この瞬間、ありとあらゆるプロパガンダがリアルタイムで起きている。そうして人々の現実はねじ曲げられる。情報操作による人為的パラダイムシフト。これまでの実験はすべてこの日のためにあったと言ってもいい。これはプロジェクトアトムの前兆だ。
Harbinger. Ooh. Project Atom.
情報を操作したからってどうなるわけ？お台場が崩壊したなんて情報は1日もすればすぐに嘘だって判明して世界中に拡散されるよ。こんなことで何十億人も虐殺できるとは思えない。
この数時間の世界規模の混乱は何が原因で引き起こされたものかわかるか？
I'm trying to think here. I'm not entirely sure. It's like I feel like it could be a number of different things. Sawada immediately changes the subject.
太陽嵐でしょ。これまでで最大規模なんだ。15年クラッシュの時より強力だから電子機器も使えなくなって、それで混乱を。
Of course, the solar disturbance. Of course. It's like, how could I forget about that?
太陽嵐など来ていない。
There hasn't. Okay, then what is it then?
はあ？
What's he saying? Something else caused what happened back in what was it, November? In Tokyo, to the power going out and the robots rampaging. It was those boxes that emit the electromagnetism, wasn't it?
だって NASA がデータを公表してたよ。マスコミだってそう報道。
NASA は設立当初から300人委員会の傘下だ。
Of course it has.
マスコミについても論外だな。彼らこそ情報操作の先兵ではないか。
That makes complete sense.
太陽嵐はまだ来てない。
It's like the Committee of 300 holds all the power. Oh god.
だが今や世界中は太陽嵐の到来という誤情報により狂乱状態だ。これこそがプロパガンダのもたらした捏造された現実だよ。
And this is why propaganda can be very dangerous.
君も今まさにそれを体験しているではないか。巨大な柱から放たれた光、虹色に輝いた空、お台場が崩壊したと騒ぎ立てているマスコミにもかかわらず、我々はこうしてここで普通に話している。ポケコンも普通に使うことができる。
捏造された現実。
It's like, as he put it, reality has been bended.
お台場が崩壊したなど普通は誰も信じない。だがポケコンとイルオの普及がそのいかにも嘘くさい情報操作をあっさりと世界中に信じ込ませた。
Oh man.
イルオは今や世界の人々にとって現実よりもリアルだからな。
Okay, so how can we get people to realize that IRUO is a lie?
そこに崩壊したお台場の画像がアップロードされれば、イルオユーザーのおよそ半分が信じたとしても、それだけで10億人超だ。
Sounds like they thought of everything.
その数の人間が信じれば現実は揺らぐ。人が相互に持つ情報などそれだけ曖昧ということだ。捏造された情報は簡単に現実と取って変わることができる。人間の歴史を見てみるといい。歴史は常に勝者が作ってきた。それが今も変わらず行われているという、それだけのことだ。
That's very true.
ポケコンやイルオまで陰謀に組み込まれてるって言いたそうだけど。
It clearly does.
そんなのいくらなんでも飛躍しすぎでしょ。
I mean, it may seem like it, but putting everything together, it just makes things. How do I want to put it? It just seems like this world is doomed to fall prey to technology. It's like technology has taken a leap forward, and it's here to stay. We've become susceptible to technology. I feel like that's the all-encompassing answer here. If you go that far, you might as well say that every consumer product in the world is part of this master plan.
じゃあロボットブームもそういうプロパガンダなわけ。
そうだ。
Huh. Alright, so it's thanks to all of this that Gunvarel and the Gunvarel anime and all of the robots that have been made is all part and parcel to their plan. My god. I was being factitious, but Sawada quickly replies and smiles.
頑張れるというアニメのヒットも、それに続くロボットブームも不自然だとは思わなかったか?
I mean, I didn't really give it another thought, really. I mean, who would think right off the bat that an anime would be part of such a worldwide conspiracy theory, would be part of a conspiracy theory that is actually true.
ロボットアニメなどこれまで無数に作られてきた。それらと比べてガンバレルがあそこまで爆発的なヒットを飛ばした理由は何だ?
Is he claiming that its popularity was manipulated? Wait, it sounds like he's saying that. I mean, you could just chalk that up to good advertising, right? I mean, you could have good advertising, but at the same time, it's like the people who are making those advertisements could very well be part of the Committee of 300, so it's like the Committee of 300 is vast and deep, so you never know who's lurking in the background manipulating things.
ロボットブームはガンバレルよりさらに不自然さが際立っている。二足歩行ロボットは所詮日本でだけ培われてきた文化に過ぎない。世界的にはニッチな研究分野なんだ。軍事への転用を最優先にしたアメリカなどは二足歩行ではなく四足歩行や六足歩行を選択した。ロマンだけで企業が動くことはない。にもかかわらず、この数年で二足歩行ロボットを研究する企業が爆発的に増えた。裏で委員会が動いたと見るのが妥当だろう。莫大な金が動いた形跡もある。
300人委員会がロボットを押す理由は?
That's a really good question.
プロジェクトマルスの実現だよ。
Make Project Mars a reality. Okay, I'm trying to remember exactly what they said about Project Mars in the Kimijima reports. And of course I can't take out my phone to check.
プロジェクトアトム成功後、10億まで減った人類社会を維持するための二足歩行ロボットの技術向上といったところか。いずれにせよ、奴らの目的はただ一つ。プロジェクトアトムの完遂だ。その X デーは今日から数日の間だろう。
X Day? What is X Day? I don't think we've heard that before. What is that?
この数日で50億人が死ぬか死なないか、その命運が決まる。
And it ends there? Why does it end there? I feel like there's a lot more answers to be had from Sawada. I guess we have what we have. A lot was answered, though, which is good. So now we're back over to Hiromu after a really, really long time. We haven't been from Hiromu's perspective in a super long time. The wind is more humid than usual. The sky is overcast with dark clouds. Looks like it's going to rain. Expecting that, I clicked my tongue. If it was going to rain, I shouldn't have come out on the boat. That's right, he's a fisherman. And I kind of forgot my voice for Hiromu. It's been so long. I usually don't go out to sea at this hour. I go fishing well before sunrise, and I'm back in the harbor before noon. That's why I'm always at home in the afternoon, or out drinking with friends. That's been the rhythm of my life ever since I became a fisherman 20 years ago. I didn't really break that rhythm to go out to sea in the afternoon for fishing. The reason I'm out here is because I get emotional when I'm home with my son. And seeing what happened to Subaru, I imagine that Hiromu has his mind constantly on his son. I plan to go home after fishing off the coast for 2 hours. I've been doing this about 3 times a week lately. A month ago, my son had an accident while working on a giant robot. It's been a month. His legs are still being treated. He's undergoing rehab at the hospital. They're still unsure about if he'll ever walk normally again without crutches. It's like, whatever you do, Hiromu, don't ever put him in a hug. I forbade him not once, but twice to work on robots. When I heard he still hadn't learned his lesson, well, I considered disowning him. Seeing as how he reacted to Subaru before, this is not surprising. There's that saying, right? 3 strikes and you're out. He was injured as a consequence of his own actions. He has no respect for his father. He went sneaking around behind my back, not once, but twice. I trusted him and tried my best not to step on his toes after forbidding him from such things last summer. He made me look like a damn fool. In the end, not only was he badly injured, he even caused trouble for others. One wrong move and he could have died. But he didn't. You should be grateful for that. I'm his father. It makes sense that I wouldn't just let him do as he pleases. Because that's what interests him the most, Hiromu. Can't you understand that? Nearly unconsciously, I muttered to myself, I'm surprised by my own words. Why robots, of all things? Am I lamenting my son's interests? Or am I questioning myself for hating robots so much? It's like, why does he hate robots so much?
まったく。なんでロボットなんだろうな。
Maybe I'm just hard-headed. Maybe. I never cared about robots to begin with. Never had any interest in them. It's like, Hiramu's a simple man, isn't he? But when my son got into them and refused to listen to me, I couldn't just leave it be. The hanging fishing line hasn't moved for nearly an hour. Unlike when I usually go fishing, I haven't managed to catch anything decent. Never had much interest in angling, so you could say I'm unaccustomed to it. But I don't care about catching anything, quite frankly. Lately, my son just travels between his room and the hospital. He remains quiet during meals. It's like, I really wonder what's going through Subaru's head right now, seeing what happened to him. I really want to get his perspective right now. I mean, it's one thing to get his father's perspective, to see how his father feels about the whole ordeal, but I really want to get things from Subaru's perspective at this point. He keeps his emotions below the surface. Even if I yell at him, he just sits there and quietly looks down. It's as though he's lost all passion for living. Like he's just going through the paces. Lost all passion for living? That's not what I want to hear. I never thought he'd be so stubborn over giving up robots. Like father, like son. The stubbornness, that is.
俺のやり方は間違っていたのか?
I do my best to convince myself otherwise and dispel the thought. When I sigh, a cold droplet of water collides my cheek. Collides with my cheek. It's starting to rain. Looks like a good time to head home. I pull up my fishing line and make preparations to withdraw. It's then that I happen to see something in the corner of my eye. Something's flying in the air. Something's flying in the air? What is it? Is it a rocket? Or is it something else? Is it a bird? Is it a bird? Is it a plane? Hey, look, it's Superman! This far off the coast? I raise my head, puzzled, and doubt my own eyes. Whoa. Oh God. Wait a minute. This has the same color scheme as Sumuragi. Oh my God. What is happening? They're robots. Countless black humanoid robots blanket the sky.
なんだありゃ?
Where did they come from? There was no trace of them just moments earlier. All I can do is swallow loudly as I gaze up at the bizarre sight. The end of the world. The end of the world. Hopefully that's not what is happening. The thought runs across my mind.
プロジェクトアトムの最終目的は太陽に干渉して人為的に太陽嵐を起こすことだ。
A shiver just went down my spine at the end of that there. Oh my god. That... Oh boy. Things are going absolutely crazy. I mean... It's like, what more could possibly happen? Jesus. So with Project Atom, they can artificially cause a solar disturbance. That is a big problem.
その方法は君島レポートに詳しく書いてある。当然君なら知っているだろう。太陽嵐が運んできた太陽の大気とプラズマは超高速のジェット噴流として地球の磁気圏と衝突する。それによって生じる可能性があるのが磁気再結合現象、磁気圏サブストームと呼ばれる現象だ。
Magnetosphere substorm. That sounds really bad.
その地球磁気圏サブストームを人為的に起こす。
Okay, well, this is an interesting diagram. Oh. The aurora, the northern lights play into this. Very interesting. Magnetosphere, magnetosheath, dipolarization, magnetic reconnection, plasmoid. I mean, there's no way that I can really dissect this, graphic, real well to determine what is their goal is and how it's going to be executed. But I think I have a little bit of an idea of how they would do it. I think. He's right. That's what's written in the reports.
それは太陽嵐の日ではない。極端な例えをするなら、地球が太陽フレアで直接炙られるようなものだと考えればいい。
Ooh. Scorched by a solar flare? Yikes.
だが、その具体的方法については、君島レポートでは意図的に避けられていた。
Was intentionally left out. Why was it left out?
君島公はその具体的方法を知らなかったんじゃないの？
いや。
Okay, so he is divulging more information to Kaito. Why is it that Sawada is divulging all this information to him in the first place? Does he have some kind of plan? Sawada sighs lightly. It's like he's tired of dealing with someone who doesn't understand. What does he expect from a rural high school student? Yeah, really. I mean, Kaito's just a teenager.
今から4ヶ月前、セルンからとあるものが何者かの手で盗み出された。
CERN. CERN. I'm actually surprised that CERN comes up in this game. I didn't think we'd ever get any kind of mention of CERN in robotics notes, like at all. Very interesting. Okay. A certain item was stolen by someone from CERN. Who was it? And what was stolen?
CERN?
ヨーロッパ原子核共同研究機関、スイスとフランスの国境にある世界最先端の素粒子物理学研究施設だが、盗まれたのは極秘裏に開発されていた兵器。
There was a weapon that was stolen? Okay.
BHB ブラックホール爆弾の可能性がある。
Black hole bomb? Oh god. I can just imagine what kind of bomb that is. Can we talk about the name for a second?
そのセルンって爆弾を作るような施設なの？
違う。だが設立当初からきな臭い噂はあった。300人委員会が裏で直接運営しているという情報は私の仲間がもたらしてくれたものだ。かつてはタイムマシンも作ろうとしていたらしい。
It's like I'm so glad that I got into Steins Gate before getting into robotics notes here. Because I'd be like, wait, what? But it's like, of course, the committee would have ties to CERN, right? Oh my god. A time machine? Come on, this isn't some trash novel. I mean, he says that, but it's like, I know otherwise.
で、その BHB だが、一度爆発すれば、その場にミニブラックホールが形成され、周囲のあらゆるものを塵と残さず吸い込んでしまうという。炸裂した瞬間のエネルギー量は核兵器の比ではない。
Nuclear weapons don't even compare? Oh my god.
人の手に負える代物ではない。神の領域に踏み込むものだよ。
The realm of the gods. It's like, guys, we have now entered the realm of the gods. Oh, wow. Very interesting thing to say.
それを爆発させて虐殺しようっていうの？でもそれじゃ磁気圏サブストームは起きないような。
そうだ。地上で爆破させるだけなら、せいぜい関東地方が消滅するぐらいだろう。
Only about the size of the Kanto region. Okay. And how big is the Kanto region exactly?
せいぜいってあんた。
Yeah, only, yeah.
彼らが考えていることはもっとえぐい。そして効率的だ。
I mean, Sawada's with Tavistock. It almost seems that Sawada is not the bad guy in this, but more like the good guy. I mean, he's divulging so much to Kaito that it almost seems that he is like a plant inside Tavistock. And, maybe that's why he is with Tavistock, to find out all this information and become a double agent, really. I mean, that's now what I'm getting from him. It's like, that's what I feel in my gut. I mean, my gut could be wrong, but that's what my gut is saying.
地上で使用するのではなく、宇宙で BHB を炸裂させようとしている。
I see. So they'll use the BHB to reproduce a solar disturbance hitting the Earth's magnetosphere?
通称、発火点と呼ばれる場所だ。それは地球と月のちょうど中間。地球からは距離にしておよそ13万キロの位置にある。
Flashpoint. Okay. Is the Flash gonna appear in this? That would be awesome, actually.
太陽嵐と地球の磁気圏がぶつかる場所だ。
Okay.
そこで BHB が炸裂すれば、地球磁気圏にサブストームが起きるのはほぼ間違いない。
I swear this image kinda looks like Final Fantasy VII's logo. Part of it.
それは地球全体を襲い、君島レポートにあった通り、50億人を殺すだろう。
5 billion people. Jesus. I swallow my breath.
地球にはモノポールが降り注ぐかもしれないな。君の家の近所にある公園のように。
And of course he would also know about the monopoles. He even knew about that? He's been monitoring everything, by the sounds of it. Not just Kaito.
その無数のモノポールは当然300人委員会によって管理され、人類は21世紀に新たな産業革命を迎える。
They're managed by the committee. It's like everything is tied back to them. Jeez.
それもプロジェクトアトムのシナリオに組み込まれている。今のこの混乱はすべて BHB を宇宙へ持っていくためのいわば目くらましでしかない。
BHB を宇宙へ持っていくって。
Yeah, from where? I have no clue how heavy that thing is. All this information is really heavy. But if it can cause a ridiculous calamity that affects the entire planet, it'd have to be pretty big, right? Yeah. I doubt it'd be something easy to carry around. And with our current level of technology, we only have one way of sending stuff into space. By the use of rockets. And now I'm just thinking of the bad ending. You gotta put it on a rocket. puzzle pieces in my head start to fall into place, taking the shape of a black rocket. Oh, man.
まさか TNSC で今組み立て中のあのロケットを奪って。
察しがいいな。
Well, thank you.
瀬宮に裏切られるまで私も確信が持てなかったが、今ならはっきり言える。
Okay, Misa-ne was going rogue against Sawada, but is she also going rogue against Tavistock and the Committee of 300?
彼らは BHB を種子島から打ち上げるつもりだ。
Because that's the only place they can, right? Oh my lord. That said it switched over to Misa-ne, right? Oh boy. Well, I think this is a good enough place to stop things for now. Boy, a lot of stuff got answered. But there's still some questions that need to be answered as well. Oh, wow. So much going on here. And it's a lot to take in. But it's so intriguing and fascinating. And I'm looking forward to how this all pans out. So, anyway, I hope you all enjoyed watching, and thank you all for watching as well. And if you enjoyed the video and want to see more, like, favorite, and claw that subscribe button to become part of the pack. And as always, everyone, I hope you all have a wonderful day or night, wherever you may be.